what would be deemed failure?
If he cannot find a way to start in this team, we've seen that in so many times. Maybe Savino at the start, Jeremy Doku also at the start cannot find a way to break into this team.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Football Kaki, brought to you by the Chit Podcast Network. I am your host Elder and I'm joined by my fellow Kaki bro, Paul. Paul, how are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
I am okay lah. A bit tired because I had a long day, but I mean, we are getting close back into the EPL season, right? But I got a question, right? Like, did you watch Superman or Jurassic recently?
Bro, I watched Jurassic World last week.
Is it a full revamp?
And I watched Fantastic Four 2 days ago. Okay, yeah. What do you mean full revamp for Jurassic World?
Okay, because they've done... Okay, so it's always Jurassic Park. Then it became Jurassic World.
Yes, then Jurassic World Dominion, right?
Yeah, then it during Jurassic Dominion, that it revamps into another thing again. But I understand that this one, Steven Spielberg's not really involved, right? Technically. Yeah. So, is it as, like typical Jurassic? Or is it maneuvering without spoiling anything? Because I haven't watched it yet.
That's the thing. I don't want to spoil, right? Something like how much of like what I say is considered a spoiler. If I just say something like save your money, is it considered spoiling? No, right?
No.
Okay, so what I can say is, right, I think you just wait for it to come out on like Netflix. Don't waste your money.
Oh, that bad.
Okay, no, honestly, ever since the first Jurassic World, right?
Yeah.
That one was okay. All I can say is I don't think it can be as good as the first few like installments of Jurassic World.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the previous one that I watched also, I was quite disappointed. Do you watch the Dominion?
No, bro. I think the last one I watched, right, was the Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard.
But the original first Jurassic World 1, Jurassic World 2.
Yeah, I only watched the first
Jurassic
one.
World 3,
I only watched the first one.
Oh yeah, I think I should have watched Superman. Yeah.
No, that's what people are saying, right? But the ones that people are looking out for was always Superman, Jurassic, and then Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
For Fantastic Four, how was it?
Oh, bro, I likewise. I don't spoil anything lah, but I really enjoyed it lah. So I think it's very good because we all know what's coming out next year.
Yeah, correct.
Right. So another way, this is like a movie to introduce the Fantastic Four. We all know that the enemy of like Doomsday is Fantastic Four, right? So they have to recreate this Fantastic Four. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think you should find the time to watch it lah. I understand. Give it a solid like 8.5 upon 10.
Okay, so it means that for all the people listening, right, like Paul's recommendation is to save your money for Jurassic World, but go and watch Fantastic Four.
No, you should watch Fantastic Four, watch Superman. Because I heard Superman is quite good. All my friends tell me Superman is good.
No, I've also heard like Superman is quite good. I haven't watched, to be honest, right, I haven't stepped into a cinema in a very long time. So all three.
Yeah.
So
what's holding you back?
Bro, no time. I legit no time.
Just go on your off day lah. Last Monday you had an off day, right?
I gotta edit this episode.
Yeah, as in, so I think recently, the past month, I think I watched quite a bit of movies lah, like F1, then Jurassic World, Fantastic Four. Yep.
It's blockbuster period lah. It's all the summer. It's the
summer
movies.
like in US that kind, which is good lah because ever since we thought like Netflix will take over the world, right? Or like movie like streaming platforms that cinema will eventually die out. But I think they've done pretty well this year. And then like in November there's Wicked 2 coming out.
Yeah. But I think that like it's mainly purely because I feel the Netflix originals recently, especially even let's say you just watch on Amazon or the HBO originals, right? They're just not being good compared to last time. That's why people are just gravitating towards the cinema movies because it's just better in terms of overall quality. And
a lot of it is a lot of shows are starting to break away from Netflix already. They are all going back to their respective like domains, right? Like HBO Go, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, right? All this Apple TV,
yeah.
So then I think as a consumer, we're like, wow, I don't want to subscribe so many platforms.
Yeah, it's true. What you say is true lah. Because everybody's all going back to cinema or like platforms. Even like one example, right? Like Sinners, the Michael B. Jordan and the Haley Steinfeld, right? It's on HBO Max already.
Wow. And then like maybe you wait like 1-2 months, the F1 movie is gonna come out.
Yeah,
on Apple TV.
like estimated, right? I think F1 movie on Apple TV is gonna come out maybe October or November. So if let's say you're like me, don't have time. You just wait a while, then the thing come out, then you just watch on Apple TV. I mean, it's how to say, like, I technically kind of do save a bit of money in terms of like watching the movie anytime I want, but it's also dependent on what suits your bowl. Some people just prefer watching a movie in the cinema.
No, because you do, like for me, is I don't want to see spoilers.
Yeah.
So I want to first watch it,
Understand.
Yeah, but I agree with what you say, because you already have the subscription.
Yeah.
Why pay another like $15 to go and watch something that will come out eventually,
Yeah, correct.
Hey, and movie tickets are not cheap nowadays, Every movie I'm watching is like $15.
Yeah, exactly. Though it's like as good as the same as if you were to pay a subscription to Netflix, right? It's $15. So let's say, so let's say you watch you watch like Fantastic Four, you watch Superman, you watch Jurassic World, right? That's the equivalent of having a Netflix subscription
for like 3 months.
For 3 months, or like you having Amazon, Netflix, and Apple TV together.
For 1 month, right? Yeah.
For 1 month. So it's like you want to see who's gonna get what, because at the end of the day, the movie is going to come up on one of the platforms anyway.
Yeah.
It's
really what floats your what suits your boat. It's really there's no one right way to do things. Really.
There isn't. So yeah, but then again, enough about the movies. We are a football podcast. So today, preseason has officially like begun for a lot of teams. Arsenal and Newcastle in Singapore, along with AC Milan, United, and a few of the EPL teams are doing the summer series in the US after the Club World Cup. I saw the pitch for the United game. It looks horrible. I won't make any more comments. But I think, right, like, we have our what's going on as per usual, right? And today we have an interesting topic whereby we're going to talk about 5 of the best under 21 prospects, or like 21 and younger prospects that we consider. And I just want to clarify it, Paul, right? It is EPL only, right? Am I not mistaken?
EPL only. Yeah.
EPL only. So
because you can do a whole list of the whole world, but I think let's circle around EPL because it's quite well balanced. It's not just from all in one team only.
Yeah. So for all the fans that love Endrick, Yamine Lamal, they're not on the list because it is
Rashford. Bro, he prospect, bro.
He
10-year prospect.
10-year prospect. But he's not on. They are not on this list, excluding Marcus Rashford. So we're just predominantly focusing on EPL. But before we begin, let's go with our what's going on. So Paul, what is your what's going on this week?
So I think what's going on this week is for the past few days, right? I think like you mentioned just now, Arsenal has been in Singapore and Newcastle.
Yes.
So I think AC Milan played already, and then now they are. It's tonight. I think as we are recording, right, they're gonna play later at the National Stadium. Newcastle versus Arsenal. But what really surprises me, I think the feedback that Arteta got from Singapore is not very good. I think it will be like the last time they come for a while. Because I've been reading the news, I've been seeing videos of it, right? He didn't get what he expected when he came to Singapore.
Yeah.
The Wednesday game, I think there was only like 22,000 people.
Yep. In a full stadium, right?
In a 55,000
stadium.
Yeah. So his feedback was already that he didn't expect such low numbers to come, turn up. I think if I'm not wrong, even the one of the AFC Champions League game, right, they had more. Like even Singapore versus Korea had more. 22,000. People that showed up, Yeah. And also I was watching one of their training videos, right, where Arteta was signing like signatures on the crowd.
Yeah.
And the crowd, he just had to deal with Singaporeans. Everyone was pushing until he got fed up. He stopped signing and he just walked away.
Yep.
Of all places, right? Singapore, I'm not trying to say that Singapore don't have fans.
Yep.
There are a lot of Arsenal fans. It's just that I don't know. Yeah. From what I observed, I don't think they will be coming back soon after this year.
I think also it's because, right, this feels more like a money grab rather than like a preparation type of thing.
Bro, it is definitely a money grab.
Because
you know why not? Like when they play on Wednesday, right? So many times I've seen that Adidas did this event, Then they had the Adidas event at MBS on the rooftop garden.
Yeah.
A rooftop bar there. So many, it's like they come here just for marketing purposes.
Yeah.
To launch their away kit.
Yep.
To meet with fans.
Yep.
It's like an Adidas flagship store, right?
Yep.
The one next to the airport store. Yeah. So it's really like what you say, like they leverage on using Singapore as a hub for Asia.
No, it's true because to be really frank, is from England to Singapore is not a short flight. It's a long flight.
It's a long flight.
And generally there's an 8-hour time difference. So in essence, right, what they're doing is that everything they're doing in reverse compared to what they're used to. So the players are naturally going to be fatigued. The other thing is that the ticket prices are way too high. Like honestly, I'm not, as a football fan, right? This is not even a Premier League game. This is not even nothing. This is just a preseason tournament. Why are you charging me $140+ to watch a game?
Yeah, it was like 145, right, if I'm not wrong, 150 for the one of the lowest like cat tickets, right?
Yeah.
It's honestly very expensive. Like you said, like, because and also the fact that Arsenal came a few times already.
Yep.
So it's not like a case where, let's say, Man United or Liverpool come, or they only come once in 5 or 6 years.
Yep.
So even if it's like, oh, Man U come 5 years, but the ticket price is 140, okay, people don't mind to pay.
Yep.
But the fact that they've been coming quite consistently, if I'm not wrong, like every 3 to 4 years they come one time.
Yeah.
I
agree, because at the end of the day, right, nobody's gonna pay that amount of money to watch a preseason game whereby not the main 11 is gonna play. There's gonna be substitutions, right? It's not touted as like a very important, like, oh, this is
World Cup
qualifier, or like a intercontinental club or intercontinental club,
or even
right?
a club World Cup game.
Or club World Cup game, right? That is played in Singapore, like where the stakes are higher. Those are different. But this is a preseason game. The season hasn't even started. Like if you were to ask any, not even Arsenal, you ask any United fan, right? Would I pay $140 to go to the National Stadium to watch Man United? Most of us will say no.
Yeah. No, it's true, because like I think 140 can get you an EPL ticket game. Easily, because I have friends in the UK, right? They say that they bought their EPL ticket for like £25.
Yeah.
Which is like what, $60 max. And that's like EPL game.
Yeah. So it's like you can tell it's just a money grab really. And
the money grab, yeah.
And honestly, even with the concerts that they've done at the stadium, right, the tickets are just exorbitantly high to a point where it's absolutely ridiculous. So
So what do you think they could have done better? Like put it $80 and sell out the stadium.
No, bro.
It's better than 140 and not selling out the stadium.
Dude, you think about it. That time when United came to play Milan, right? The ticket was like maybe like
75, bro.
$75 to $100.
Yeah, I bought the 2-day pass.
Yeah.
For 150. The Man U Inter and then Juventus Spurs.
Yeah, I only bought the.
So I get 2 games for $150.
I paid lesser than that.
Yeah, you paid less than 100, right?
Because I only paid for the United Inter game.
Right.
So like that will fill up the stadium. And it's not got nothing to do with like United draw or anything like. It's just predominantly just ticket price. Why would I want to travel all the way from, and let's say for example Malaysia or Indonesia or Thailand, just to come to watch Arsenal and pay like for 2 tickets close to $300, right? For a 90-minute game that probably doesn't mean much.
There's no stakes, yeah.
Like it's like it doesn't make sense.
I totally agree, bro. Yeah, it's really just marketing lah. Really. Yeah. And then like Robbie, Robbie, he's here. Actually, quite a cool place. He came here, then he was promoting the the site.
Yep.
Yeah, they were at Bugis Plus here.
Yeah, I mean, it's
just really pure marketing, bro.
It's pure marketing, 100%. Because you want to do marketing, nobody does it like Singapore. That's just a fact.
So because Singapore can be regarded as like the main Asia hub for like Southeast Asia.
Correct. Correct. Not even Southeast Asia, like Asia in general. Like Singapore.
Asia, you got Japan and Korea, ma.
Yeah, Singapore, Japan, Korea, the 3. So generally, it's quite simple, but dude, ticket price is way too exorbitantly high. So I think we're just going to leave it at that. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. It's relatively simple. I think people are just not willing to pay for the ticket. Yeah, I think that's the general consensus. So with that, we move on to the main portion of this video, which is the top 5 21 or younger prospects in the EPL. Paul here has come up with a list of 5 players from different teams, and I think won't say really the different teams. I would say more to do with like the 5 ones that are predominantly there to be watched.
Up and coming. Yep.
Up and coming, and give the comments, because we've always talked about like who's the stars of different teams, right? We've talked about teams to look out for in the previous episode with Ned, right? And like top 5 transfers. But I think people don't really shed a light on younger players that often. And I think for us, right, is something that we thought, okay, since it's the off season, since the season's coming up, we can do something with this. So let's begin this list, right? And I want to ask, right, bro, this is not in any order, right? This is just who you think of.
Not in any order. These 5 names are just basically what I feel is like I will be watching as my own observations lah. But I think they are generally really quite well known and quite up and coming lah.
Yep.
I think they have a more stronger role to play this year than they were in the past few years.
Understand. So it's more to do with like what is more your opinion, and then people can agree or disagree to see what they see what they think. Okay, I think understood. I think that's clear. I will also react to Paul because I kind of know what his list is, but I also will not really like give it away or guess . So I'm just gonna react accordingly. So, bro, let's begin. Who is the first name or the first prospect to look out for?
In no particular order.
Okay?
Yep. I think let's start with the new signing from Arsenal.
Yep.
Okay, Christian Mosquera. So it's a centre back that they bought from Valencia. Okay, I think it's a Spanish centre back. Yeah. So I think if you observe like Arteta's recent signings, like, a lot of them are Spanish.
Yep.
Kepa, Zubimendi,
Yep.
and then Mosquera, right? To already existing players like Marino, Raya.
Yep.
Clearly bought in for the purpose of supplementing Saliba and Gabriel.
Yes.
Okay, now that Arsenal are in the Champions League and playing most of their games week in, week out.
Yes.
So I think definitely provides a good covering for Saliba and Gabriel.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think, and the fact that he's 21 only can be a good learning ground for him to play in a team that perhaps will be challenging for the title.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, we say that every year with Arsenal. So let's just leave it there. But with Gyökeres coming in, right, I think that is a different ballgame because they have finally addressed like a striker issue.
The issue.
Yeah, but I think with regards to Mosquera, right, it's interesting because he's a very tall centre back. He's 6'3". So
191.
191 onwards, right? Which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is taller than both
Saliba
and Gabriel, right? He's taller, right?
Yes.
So he's taller, but he's also very lanky. And he has a very wide passing range because I've seen some of the videos whereby he can like basically do those type of like Rio Ferdinand, Virgil van Dijk long ball from the back type of passes, right? The only thing that I think might be is because he's very lanky, he's quite skinny. He's not big.
But he's young, man.
He's young, and he has time to develop. But the first season, right, like there may be chances whereby if he encounters like those bigger strikers or those that are more aggressive. Let's say, for example, he encounters West Ham, Jeroboam,
or
like Haaland, right? It might be a problem if he doesn't put on the muscle, which will
but I don't think
take a bit of time.
I don't think he'll be a starter, correct. But so I think it's a good learning ground for him to gel with this Arsenal back two.
Yeah, but even so, even though he's not a starter, right? Gabriel and Saliba, they have encountered injuries in the past few seasons. So there is a chance that it may actually be a situation where he has to start. So I do think it's interesting because the wide passing range is unique, is one thing. But I also see one thing that I don't really know, right? And I'm not really a fan of, is that he tends to go for the ball as soon as he sees the opportunity. So it's like, you play FIFA, right? Then your defender, you throw out.
He tends to do that.
If you get the ball right, you win the ball back. But if you totally miss it, it's gone already. Like the guy's through. So like it's like there's this over like enthusiasm to try to win the ball back when you see the opportunities fit. But if let's say you grow as a defender, right? Like generally you time it and you pick your battles when you want to go, when you want not to. So if let's say he keeps doing that, that aggressiveness could actually cost him.
Yeah, but all this it can be taught, because when you make rash decisions like that, you tend to be naive. So where it comes with experience, maybe even learning it the hard way, where if you rush out and then he concedes a goal.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think it comes with experience, but let's see, because I think Arsenal they didn't buy a centre back for quite a while already.
Yeah.
I mean, like Calafiori was doubt to be the centre back, but they end up
he's left back.
Use him as a left back, yeah.
But I mean, like I think you can see also, right? Like he has this like tackling ability, kind of like Wan-Bissaka, like just the strike thing, right? But
and the fact that he's tall, right? So at least when you buy a player, you are buying a trait.
Yes.
Yeah, you rather than you buy a player that has no traits,
Yes.
I think it's good to have a trait or attribute about you, which is his length, and lengthy.
Yeah, and he has that passing range. So I think he's got 2 or 3 good attributes about him. Is the one that maybe like he needs to work on is basically the over aggressiveness to try to win the ball back. Where it could be a 50-50 and that thing, especially when players are a bit more aggressive and they're older and they're smarter. So we shall see. Okay, what's a good expectation for him this season?
Like FA Cup, Carabao Cup, maybe 5 to 10 like appearances in the EPL.
So like face the mainly just get the games under his belt to kind of develop .
Yeah. Then like maybe if you're preparing Gabriel or Saliba to move on within the next 2-3 years, right?
Yep.
This guy can step up.
Yeah. Understood.
Similar to like Kwanzaa at
Liverpool
at
right?
that point.
Yeah. I agree. So Mosquera is Christian Mosquera, right?
Christian Mosquera.
Yeah, Christian Mosquera for Arsenal. So next up, what is prospect number 2?
Prospect number 2. Okay. He's an existing player already in the league.
Yep.
Okay. I think Carlos Baleba from Brighton. So actually not even a prospect. He's like really a EPL proven player. It's just that you know how his stock is going off the roof now.
Yeah.
It's like if someone wants to sweep in and buy him now, right? It's definitely at least like 80 to 100 million.
Yeah, I agree.
So he's like the Moses Caicedo region, if not better. Yeah, correct. And a few times that he already played against like big clubs, right? He's like completely destroying them.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Is the quickness, is the speed, is the finesse, right? But and like Rio Ferdinand was saying that United should go and break bank to go and get this fella. I mean,
yeah, but you know, when you want to break the bank from Brighton, right? You don't know how much.
You don't know how much you're gonna get lah. So I honestly, right, like I don't really know much about him per se, but I know that he's performed well at Brighton and he's been doing like a lot of his covering roles lah, which is what made Brighton so kind of like really quite good last season when they could have been like a lot worse lah.
It's really a monster.
Yeah,
like he's like, how do I say? He's an engine player, but he can tackle like Caicedo. But he's big, like Yaya Toure. Really an engine player now. He will be the core of the Brighton midfield.
Yep.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah. So question, right, is if a bid comes in for him, right, should Brighton say yes or should Brighton say no?
Depends on the price.
Okay.
Brighton have the upper hand in this.
So if let's say it's like you're talking about 80 to 100 million.
Take.
You
wanna guess his weekly salary?
How much?
You just take a swipe.
15,000?
12K, bro. So if a team has to discuss like personal terms with him, right? They have no problem like quadrupling his salary.
Yeah, it's like I give you 60, 70,000, 80,000 a week. That's it.
Bro, he has the legs to, bro. He has the legs to play in the EPL, which itself, right, is a very, very big attribute.
Correct, oh.
Like, how can you imagine you have no legs to play in EPL?
Yeah.
So you will not survive. But this guy is lighting up the league.
Yeah, and it's like it's the thing about, especially for teams that are trying to do a rebuild, right? Are you gonna buy a player that you're hoping will turn out from an overseas league, or are you gonna rather pay a bit more to get a proven player
that is already that has like 1 or 2 seasons under his belt?
Yep, and he's still he's still 21 years old, so there's a very big upside. Yeah, I think this will
be the next. I really think that he will be the next one to be sold for insane amount of money from Brighton.
Chelsea coming with 120 million pound bid.
Bro, Chelsea still have what, Enzo,
bro,
Lavia.
Nobody has about this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they just needed like their new version of Kante. I mean, it's true, what?
They still have Caicedo, right?
Yeah, they have Caicedo.
Caicedo, Enzo, yeah, crazy, man.
So yeah, I mean,
Carlos
Baleba, he's a good pick, a good prospect, right? But I think he's going to go to a bigger club in like the next 1 or 2 years.
Yep.
I 100% like think that's going to happen. So that is prospect number 2. What is prospect number 3?
Prospect number 3 also, bro. It seems like this guy has been playing football for the longest time, right?
Yeah.
But actually, he's only 21. And it's a new acquisition by Man City. It's Ryan Cherki.
Yeah.
I think even when we were playing FIFA a few years ago, right, he was already in Lyon, right? Remember?
Yes.
And then he had all the special cards. So yeah, Ryan Cherki, very, very good dribbler and a very strong left foot.
Yep.
Plays in the attacking midfielder position.
Yep.
So I think it's a very good position now that he inherit from Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think there's nobody that can play the playmaker role except maybe Foden and Ryan Cherki. Yeah.
Yep.
He made a very bold statement when he first joined City, right? He said, Man United knocked us out in Lyon, so he wants to get revenge for that. Can't wait to play against Man United.
I mean, the game was bad.
They threw it away.
They threw it away. You can't really blame another club for beating you when you guys threw it away. But I will say this. For him, it's probably a bit more frustrating because when he played in those 2 legs, right, he was probably the best player on the field over the 2 legs. So when you go out like that, it's something that you won't forget easily. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut about it. But with De Bruyne leaving, there's a gap and there's a hole that needs to be filled. I think with his performances like last year in the Europa League, and especially the Man United one, which basically like kind of like put him on like the whole like scope of everything, right? It's a step up from where he was, but he has very big roles. He has very big shoes to fill. You're talking about trying to fill up a Kevin De Bruyne hole.
Yeah, there's no player like Kevin De Bruyne.
Yes, exactly.
But it's a good start because I think this, even at 21, right, he already earned his call up to France.
Yes.
Like last month, when they beat Germany, he started. Like to make the French team now is not easy. And then to be called up 1 year before the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Really promising. And then you earn your big move to Man City at 21.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very, very good opportunity for him to showcase what he can do.
Yep.
I've seen him play, bro. His left foot is really very insane. And he can dribble like, how do I say, better than Grealish, but like similar to, Dembele.
Yeah. The quick feet.
You know which Dembele, not? The other Dembele.
The Musa Dembele.
Musa Dembele, yes.
Musa Dembele, yeah.
Very quick feet.
It's quick feet, fast movement, fast movement, right?
All glued to the leg one.
All glued to the leg one. Like the ball cannot come off that dribbler. Right. But okay, so like now, right, because he's brought in to kind of fill up or help fill up the Kevin De Bruyne role, like what's the expectation?
Bro, he will definitely be a starter.
Yeah.
If you splash out big amount for a player like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can, and you don't have like a like player in this current team now, except Ryan Cherki.
Yes.
Because Foden operates more on the left.
Yeah.
Or the right.
Correct.
And then Grealish, I don't know what happened to him. I think he'll probably be already off the team. And then Savino is a winger.
Yep.
Doku is a winger.
Yep.
They don't even have a false nine like Julian Alvarez anymore.
Yep.
So Ryan Cherki will be the main attacking midfielder in this team.
Yeah.
Along with maybe Rodri and Reinders. So it's a good midfield. They have a very strong midfield.
But what is okay? So before we move on to like prospect number 4, right?
What's his expectation?
Expectation or like okay, what would be deemed failure
if he cannot find a way to start in this team, We've seen that in so many times. Like maybe Savino at the start.
Yeah.
Right. Jeremy Doku also at the start cannot find a way to break into this team.
Yeah.
What's that player's name? The Spanish midfielder they bought. Many people forget where is him, right? The guy never even make the Man City midfield. Nico Gonzalez, yeah.
Nico Gonzalez.
He's supposed to be the Rodri's replacement, right?
Yeah.
End up they have to buy another player, the TNG Reinders to
go and supplement.
Yeah. And now that Rodri's back, so we don't even know where this Nico Gonzalez is going to play. And they splashed like 65 million on him.
Yeah.
Ryan Cherki, bro. I think it's very, very, very promising that he'll be like the next up and coming star for Man City. Maybe I would say if you were to reference, maybe play in between David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I think like the expectation is that if he doesn't do well, maybe he's just not suited to play in England. He's the one I think that of the first 3 prospects, right, that the expectations are the highest for. Yeah, because of the reason why he's brought in.
Because of who he's
and who he's replacing. So Ryan Cherki, I think this is a very good prospect. He's 21 years old. So prospect number 4, please. Who is it?
Okay. Prospect number 4. You want me to go with the uncertain one or the certain one?
Go with the certain one.
Let's go with the uncertain one.
Go with the certain one.
Then it will be Man United's Chido Obi.
How is this a certain prospect?
Like, he's in the last year, right? What was his role at the club? Bro, he hardly even played. He only played like at most a few games in the cup, right?
Yes, I think that's 4.
Even some of the Europa games he didn't even play.
Yes.
Yeah, because United was still trying to find their feet, right?
Yeah.
But why I say he's certain now is that Amorim decided he will not like loan him out at all. Okay? And then they currently have 2 strikers in Højlund and Chido Obi, right?
Yeah.
And we all know how misfiring this Rasmus Højlund can be, right? So I won't be surprised that come the first game of the season, right?
Yes.
This Chido Obi will start in front for Manchester United. No like surprise that it will happen.
I agree, but yesterday when they played their first preseason game against West Ham, right, he didn't really play. He played like maybe less than half an hour.
But do you see the chances that Rasmus Højlund?
Yeah, he first minute whacked the ball when if he just finessed it around the keeper, he probably would have scored the goal. Then he didn't pass to Bruno. Bruno was quite open. He decided to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
I won't go too much into number 9 right now. But
yeah, so I'm just saying like if I think that if that kind of performance continues, right, they will just push Chido Obi up to the main striker now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yes, maybe he won't play every single game for the league. They are definitely grooming him to become the second striker in Man United.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
sure.
I agree.
And his impact this season, I can safely say will be more than the last season.
Yes.
And there's a reason why they bought him, because of his ability to finish.
Yeah. I agree.
Chances. Yeah.
But he's still young. Okay, like I'm just gonna do this right. Like United have a tendency of just putting people on a pedestal that just is maybe a bit too high. And people forget, right, he's just 17. So
17, not even
he's not even 18 yet. He's 18 in November, so he's just 17. So his strike rate, right, is high for like under 21 and under 18 level, but the professional game is a totally like big and a different thing. I would say that he will come good, but whether or not is it the Michael Owen come good at 18, or is it the Cristiano Ronaldo 18 then become good at maybe 21, 22, 23? That I think that we need to see lah.
I think, bro, we for our standards, we're not even looking for like a Michael Owen or we just want a player that can play in the EPL.
No, I'm fine. But just that, to me, like for him, right, my expectations, like let's just move the expectations, right? If he plays maybe like overall season, like maybe 20 plus games, and he gets like maybe 10 goals, I think I'm fine.
5 to 10. I think 5 to 10 will be good.
5 to 10 goals, I think I'm fine for 17 to 18 year old. Rasmus Højlund should be the one getting 20 because he's a senior, but I'm not gonna say anything.
That's why I say all the more there is like in a way an unspoken pressure on this Chido Obi. Not because he has to deliver at his current position, it's because we know the main guy is not firing. So if the main guy is not firing, they will look at option number 2.
Yep.
Which is this guy. He will be bumped up to supplement the goals. They will be the one to look for. In a way, he's like a Chicharito lah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And if he even is able to fulfill the role that Chicharito did, right, I'll be very happy already.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, like I'll be really
goals off the bench, right?
Anything happens, right? It's like, okay, I got a chance to get a goal, at least one.
If I need a goal, let's go. Let's go for this guy.
Chido go in. Okay, I got a chance to score goals. Like, let's just see how this one goes as a United fan, right? Moving on. What is the fifth and final prospect?
Okay, last one. Also a star that broke out last year.
Yep.
Ethan Nwaneri.
Yep.
Yeah, 18 years old. Very good. Proven that he can play in this Arsenal team already.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think his role this season now will be heavily influenced more. I think more than he was last year. So it's like a attacking midfielder / winger.
Yep.
So I think when last year Sterling couldn't do the job, right?
Yeah.
And Martinelli also. So he was the one that people look forward to inject some pace into the game lah.
Yep.
But this year they bought Madueke, right? So that deteriorates the Martinelli back to the bench.
Yes.
So it may or may not affect Nwaneri, if I'm not pronouncing it. Nwaneri. So I don't really know how he will fit now that there is competition on the bench. Because last time he was the one that, people will look forward to on the bench. But still, at 18 years old, to be such a promising young player in the Arsenal team, right? It's only positive to talk about him now.
Actually, like I was looking at him right now, thinking about it. He would actually be a better supplement to Odegaard. And then you let Madueke and Martinelli fight it out for the left wing spot. His dribbling, right, and the way that he moves, it kind of reminds me of a mix of Bruno and Nani. It's the close ball control, that and the movement where like Bruno has this thing where he will push the ball forward, right, but it kind of stays close to him, and that movement, right. Then the Nani one is where he can kind of get himself out of trouble by dribbling out, like where it's like, okay, I got 2 defenders, I can just find a way to chip the ball over, get the thing, then get into space. And the way to move it out. And it's hard to bring down. Like his skill set is wasted at left wing or right wing. He should just be like Odegaard supplement. Like for like lah, right?
Correct. When Odegaard's not playing, then you just put him in.
Correct.
That's true. I agree, bro.
Yeah. So
but now you see, now Gyökeres is in the team, right? Maybe they will have to definitely push Havertz back down to camp.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is what we've always said was his better position.
Yeah, you don't come and play him false 9 and all
yeah.
That. So I think maybe the cam position and the winger position has a lot of competition. Good for this Nwaneri to be part of one of the contenders for this kind of positions.
Yes.
At 18 years old.
Yep. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to recap the five prospects. So you've got Christian Mosquera from Arsenal, Carlos Baleba at Brighton, Ryan Cherki at Man City, followed by Chido Obi at Man United, and then Ethan Nwaneri at Arsenal. Do you have any honourable mentions?
Bro, I have a lot of honorable mentions. I'm just going to maybe mention two.
Yeah.
Okay. The first and very prominent one is Milos Kerkez, bro. All I can say is there's no need to say anything about him.
No, but doesn't Milos Kerkez
21, bro.
No, but 21. He's a guaranteed thing already. Like there's no
there's nothing to say about him for being a prospect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then another one that is unproven, right, is this Diego Leon. Okay? It's like maybe like Lenny Yoro last year, we didn't know anything about him until he really plays. So yeah, like what we say, let's not put Man United players up the pedestal until they really
I feel like with Diego Leon, right, and Lenny Yoro, I think Lenny Yoro is because other clubs, like bigger clubs, wanted him. Diego Leon is like a total unknown.
Because he was just cheap.
Yeah, he was just cheap. And he's thing, but he's got aggression. But you can still see there's teething problems during the first preseason game when they play against Leeds United. So we shall see. So I think with that, bro, I think this is quite a good list.
Bro, you know the Patrick Doku, under 21, bro.
I know, but Patrick Doku is already proven already, technically.
Yeah, he's already proven. Then the rest we can have like maybe just the same old Adam Morton.
Yeah.
Matthias Tell.
Yeah.
You know, James McAtee.
Yeah. I think. But the thing is that these guys, I think they're all quite good.
Already playing.
But Kwanzaa is not in Liverpool anymore. Already.
Yeah, he's at
Bayer.
What's the guy's name? Leverkusen.
He's at Leverkusen. So I would say that, right, like there's a lot of prospects because these are the guys that are probably going to be the future of the EPL if they stay at the clubs, right, respective clubs, and they do well, right, for the next 4, 5, 6 years. So having a presence on these younger players is definitely a good thing. So with that is it for this week's episode of the Football Kaki. Alright, so that is it for this week's episode of the Football Kaki, brought to you by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you who are tuning in, we just want to say thank you, and we hope that you continue to watch our other shows, which are the Copy Bros every Monday, where we have some fun interviews lined up for you. And if you like game shows, we do have the SG Draft Podcast every Friday, where we draft about different topics and have fun while we do it. You can actually go over to our Instagram stories every Friday to vote for your favorite teams after the episode comes out in the morning at 9 a.m. Friday morning, and voting closes at 12 p.m. So you actually have the power to decide who wins and who loses here on the Chit Chatter. So with that, we have come to the end of this week's episode of the Football Kaki. I think it was a good list. This was quite fun. The season is continuing on. I think it's about another 3 weeks out before the season begins and United face Arsenal.
Yeah. And then I think soon we can start to do our predictions, right? Yeah.
Yes, which will be coming soon, where me, Paul, and Ned will be coming together to make our EPL prediction. So with that, bro, you got anything else to add before you leave?
I think this just slowly ramp up. I think the transfers also are ramping up quite well. So let's see in the next few weeks. Excited for the season to start, man. Finally to get to watch football again.
Yeah, finally get to watch football again. But I'm not really happy that the fact that we're playing Arsenal. So with that, thank you everybody. Have a great week ahead. Enjoy football. Enjoy the remaining parts before, for all United fans, your blood pressure goes up again. So with that, have a great week ahead. See you soon. Bye-bye.